Hey dudes, Silvite here, back with another Classic WoW video. Today we're tackling one of the biggest hurdles for leveling players, earning enough gold for your mount at level 40. It's a rite of passage in Classic, and let's be honest, running everywhere until level 60 just isn't fun. So, in this video, I'll give you 6 solid tips to save and earn gold effectively so you can ride into the sunset as soon as you hit level 40. If you find this guide helpful, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know how close you are to affording your mount in the comments down below. But with that out of the way, let's get started. Tip number 1. Always pick up gathering professions. One of the easiest ways to earn gold while leveling is by taking up gathering professions. Skinning, mining, and herbalism are all excellent choices because they allow you to gather valuable materials from the environment as you quest. For example, ores like iron, tin, or copper can sell for a decent amount on the auction house, while herbs like stranglekelp and bruiseweed are in high demand by alchemists. Even leather from beasts can net you a steady income. The key here is to sell these materials as soon as possible. Don't bother crafting unless you're planning to invest heavily in professions later. Gathering is purely about profit during this stage of the game. Also, don't forget to train your profession skills regularly so that you can harvest higher level materials as you progress. Tip number 2. Learn to use Auctionator. An add-on like Auctionator is a game changer when it comes to making gold in Classic. It simplifies the process of posting, buying, and undercutting items on the auction house, saving you time and maximizing your profits. Here's how to use it effectively. Scan the auction house daily to get a feel for market trends on items that you're gathering. Post your items at competitive prices without drastically undercutting others. Auctionator will help you set reasonable listings. Keep an eye out for low-priced materials that you can flip for profit. For example, if you see a stack of herbs or ore listed below the market value, buy it and relist it for a higher price. By understanding the market and leveraging tools like Auctionator, you can turn even small sales into significant gold gains over time. Tip number 3. Be smart with your vendor trash. It might sound basic, but selling vendor trash is a gold-making cornerstone while leveling. Gray items, which you might be tempted to ignore, are actually one of your most consistent sources of income. Make it a habit to pick up everything and visit vendors frequently to unload your bags. Also, keep in mind that the Auctionator add-on will tell you how much different items will vendor for, so make sure to check that when determining what to hold on to should your bags ever get too full before getting back to town. To maximize on this tip, invest in larger bags as soon as you can afford them. More bag space means more room to hold valuable drops in materials and less downtime running back to town. It's a small investment that pays off big when you're grinding for gold. Tip number 4. Focus on efficient grinding spots. While questing is essential for leveling, finding efficient grinding spots can supplement your income significantly. Look for mobs that drop valuable items like cloth, profession materials, and greens for disenchanting or selling. Here are just a few great grinding spots that are perfect for levels 30 to 40. The Venture Company camp, located at Lake Nasfaridi in Stranglethorn Vale, has humanoid mobs that drop silk cloth, silver, and occasional green items. This spot also has treasure chests and mining and herbs nearby, making it perfect for herbalists and miners. The various centaur camps in Desolace are another great farming spot. These mobs drop decent amounts of silver and great quality armor and weapons. These camps are also spread out, which is going to help to reduce competition in the area. Considering that Desolace is already a quieter zone compared to others, you'll often have the area to yourself. Finally, the swamp jaguars and green whelps in the Swamp of Sorrows are another great farm. The swamp jaguars drop gray vendor trash items that stack and sell for a decent amount of gold. Meanwhile, the green whelps near the cave to the southwest are easy to farm and have decent drop rates for greens and BOE items. They also have a small chance to drop the tiny emerald whelpling, a rare pet that can sell for a decent price on the auction house. This spot combines solid vendor loot with a chance for more lucrative drops, making it a strong farming option for this level range. By focusing on these spots, you'll rake in the gold while collecting materials that are always in demand on the auction house. The mix of vendor loot, crafting materials, and occasional gear ensures that you're making the most of your grinding time. Tip number 5. Run dungeons for gold and gear. Dungeons aren't just about gaining experience or loot. It can also be a great way to make gold. Many dungeon mobs drop valuable items, materials, and trash. For example, Scarlet Monastery and Razorfen Downs are excellent mid-level dungeons for acquiring gear and items you can sell. BOE items, cloth for tailors, and crafting materials like gems and ore can bring in significant profit at the auction house, especially if you make use of the auctionator add-on. If you're running with a group, make sure to greed roll on items that you don't need, and keep an eye out for chests and crates, especially in Scarlet Monastery. Even small things like silver coins from mobs or cloth for first aid add up over time. Finally, don't forget to vendor any unused gear or trash items after your run for the extra gold. Tip number 6. Avoid unnecessary spending. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, you'll need to curb your spending habits if you want to save up for your mount. Avoid buying gear from the auction house in the level 30 to 40 range. Most of it can be replaced by dungeon drops or quest rewards anyway. Focus on upgrading your weapon if anything, but only if it's absolutely necessary. Additionally, don't overspend on class abilities. Only train the ones that you regularly use. While it can be tempting to unlock every spell or ability, many of them just aren't useful during leveling and can wait until later. Be intentional with every silver, and you'll see your savings grow quickly. So, there you have it. A few solid tips to help you save for your mount at level 40. Grinding 100 gold might seem like a daunting task, but with some strategic farming and saving from level 30 onward, you'll be well on your way to affording your first mount by level 40. That said, there are tons of ways to earn gold in Classic. So, if you know any that I left out in this video, let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Classic WoW content. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take it easy guys.